Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to the longest running superhero role playing game on Earth. I'm your host, the Game Master, and today we're talking about Marvel's Ghost Rider versus Etrigan the Demon from DC Comics. Weirdly, both of those characters debuted in August of 1972. And at first, I thought that maybe since they're both human beings who were possessed by a demon, that this could have been in response to the popularity of the film The Exorcist. But that didn't come out until 1973. So, for me at least, how these characters came to be is a bit of a mystery. But before we get into all that, if you have a quick second, we would love it if you smashed that like button, make sure you're subscribed, ring the bell for notifications so you know when we upload more stuff, and leave us a comment. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm, but also we just love hearing from you guys. We've got an awesome community here, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you so much for being here. With all that said, let's dive in. The prologue to this one takes place before 1972, when Johnny Blaze was just a young boy. His father was a stunt show performer by the name of Barton Blaze, who died while performing. After the funeral, a man named Crash Simpson, who was a fellow stunt performer, took Johnny in and raised him alongside Crash's daughter, Roxanne Rocky Simpson. Then tragedy struck yet again when Rocky's mother was also killed by a flaming motorcycle. As she lay dying, she begged Johnny to never ride in a show again, and he gave her his word that he would not. Another 5 years went by, and one night Rocky caught Johnny riding when he thought nobody was looking, doing a handstand on the handlebars of a bike as he rode it in circles under the big top. Rocky and Johnny hooked up, and for the first time in a long while, things finally seemed to be going their way. But then comes the day when Crash's doctor calls him, and Crash is given only 1 month to live. And that's when we find out that being able to do motorcycle stunts isn't the only secret Johnny Blaze has been keeping. As it turns out, he's been reading various occult books since he was a kid, reading about the devil and the various tricks that the devil can do. So one night, Johnny performs a ritual and summons the devil himself. The icy hand of fear grips the heart of Johnny Blaze like a vice, and the hot winds of evil fill the room. And there, hearing before the dumbstruck Johnny Blaze, is the devil himself sitting on a throne. It looks like something out of Ghostbusters, where the walls of the room just don't seem to exist anymore. In their place remains only black smoke, and where the ceiling once was is an eerie blue, starless night sky with thick, sickening globs of black drifting like clouds. The devil claims to aid those who serve him. So Johnny Blaze quickly and foolishly agrees, saying that if the devil grants his wish, he will serve him faithfully for all eternity. He asks that Crash Simpson be cured of his disease. The devil says it is done. Then he says, be warned, one day soon I will return to collect my fee. Then, as quickly as it began, it's ended. The room cools down, and the sickening stench of death fades from Johnny Blaze's nostrils. The candle burns once more, and Johnny knows that even though the devil is gone, the bargain has been sealed. 3 weeks pass, and Johnny Blaze finds himself in Madison Square Garden. Crash Simpson decides to go for the world record, risking his life. Johnny begs him not to, but Crash has no idea about Johnny's secret life or the bargain that he made with the Prince of Darkness. And from Crash's point of view, he would rather die doing what he loved than in some hospital bed. And that's exactly what happens. Christ tries to jump 22 cars, but fails, and it costs him his life. Later, the cool night air gives way to a hot wind Johnny has felt once before. And once again, the actual devil appears before him to claim his soul. Johnny says the devil double-crossed him, as if no one ever thought of that before, or as if the devil isn't famous for that very thing. And so, for what seems like an eternity, searing pain brings Johnny Blaze to the brink of insanity. Suddenly, his flesh burns off, and he rushes to a mirror to find the reflection of the Ghost Rider looking back at him. Which brings us to the main plot of this game session. The Ghost Rider of the 1970s is tracked down by a demonologist by the name of Jason Blood. And just as Ghost Rider is possessed by a fallen angel named Zarathos, Jason Blood is possessed by a fallen angel named Etrigan. So, to get this battle started, we roll initiative, and Etrigan has the higher initiative, so he goes first. Etrigan jumps over to where Ghost Rider is and uses his 13 APs of claws versus Ghost Rider's body of 11. And normally, that would do 5 points of damage. But according to TSR's old Marvel Superheroes role-playing game, should Johnny be cut, he causes up to amazing damage to the person who cut him. The damage will continue to burn until Johnny's pain is healed. So we treat that as 11 APs of damage transference. So that means all 5 of those points of damage come out of Etrigan's body rather than Johnny's. So now Etrigan is down to a 7, and that's the end of his turn. And since it's the end of the turn, we roll Etrigan's regeneration of 10 versus the 5 points of damage that he took, and he gets 4 of those hit points back, somewhat thwarting Ghost Rider's powers too. Now it's Ghost Rider's turn to attack. He can create fireballs that do amazing damage, which in DC Heroes is 11 APs. So he throws one of these at Etrigan and rolls double ones, which is a critical failure. So Ghost Rider loses a turn, and Etrigan gets to go again now. Seeing what happened when he used claws, Etrigan switches from cutting damage to crushing damage by using a closed fist instead. So he tries to punch Ghost Rider right in that flaming kisser of his, rolling a 6 and a 2, which is a miss. Ghost Rider backs away from the punch, and the force of the blow makes the flames dance from the wind of the fist. Etrigan tries again, this time rolling a 1 and a 2, doing even worse and stumbling a bit as he does it. Ghost Rider goes again, trying another 11 AP fireball, this time rolling a 1 and a 7, which misses, setting fire to the building behind Etrigan. Then he tries again, rolling a 4 and a 2. Anyways, so it's Etrigan's turn again, and he rolls a 10 and a 7, punching Ghost Rider in the face, doing 3 points of damage. Ghost Rider's body drops from 11 to 8. Etrigan punches again, this time rolling an 8 and a 10, doing an additional 4 points of damage. Now Ghost Rider's body is 4. And Etrigan's regeneration has brought Etrigan back up to full health again now. Now it's Ghost Rider's turn. He throws another fireball, rolling a 10 and a 2, which hits, doing 3 points of damage. Ghost Rider goes again, rolling a 9 and a 10, doing 7 damage, taking Etrigan's body down to a 2. Etrigan hits back, rolling a 10 and an 8, doing another 4 points of damage, which takes Ghost Rider's body down to 0. And it's Ghost Rider who is knocked out. Etrigan is right there on the verge of being knocked out himself, since he only has 2 hit points left. And the area around him is burning from all those missed shots with those fireballs. That's when Golden Angel arrives on the scene. Golden Angel first appeared in Marvel's Tomb of Dracula, issue number 51. He has golden skin, white hair, and glowing red eyes. His costume kind of looks like that of John Stewart, the Green Lantern from Justice League Unlimited, but take the green parts and make them blue and make the black parts white. Point being, Golden Angel won't allow this fire to burn down the city. So he substitutes his Omni power for flame control, which he uses to extinguish the flames. Then for his second dice action, he subs Omni power for dimension travel and multi-attacks both demons, banishing them to hell. Golden Angel then goes back to keeping an eye on Dracula, who is forming a cult that is spreading. And then we get to the epilogue. In the swamps outside of New Orleans, the Man-Thing encounters the Swamp Thing, and these two similar beings come to blows. But that's a story for another day. And it is also yet another example of one company doing seemingly the exact same thing the other company did at almost the exact same time. So we enjoyed this adventure. We hope you enjoyed hearing about it. If so, as always, smash the like button. Make sure you're still subscribed, ring the bell for notifications, and leave us a comment. From everyone here at the longest running superhero role-playing game on Earth, we hope you have a good one, and we'll catch you in the next adventure.